Understanding your priorities. What does good look like to me? Good for me is being able to live a life which is as unrestricted as possible, and to realise that I can do things, especially after 10 years.
Good looks to me like I can get out in the morning and dress and feel comfortable in my skin in the way that I see myself, have some level of energy, being able to embrace my full personality and the things that I want to do in my life. What were your priorities when making decisions on how to manage your MS? If I can internally feel like I'm okay with the decisions I'm making, that's become my priority. My priority is self-satisfaction.
How did you go about learning about how different interventions would match your long-term health goals? The words my first neurologist said to me was, as soon as you get diagnosed, you need to get medicating in whatever way that looks to you. I really think one of the reasons why I'm so well today living with MS is because I was caught early following a bout of optic neuritis.
At one point I was taking like twice a year infusion, which was great. You go in there twice a year, you go in for a few checkups, and that was not very aggressive. Then I turned to a monthly injectable because I couldn't get in due to mobility. So I changed that based on what my long-term health goals were, which was to be well, but also what my current health was in that moment. What resources did you use and what problems did you encounter when doing this?
The problem I had was the lack of community, which I now have, like a whole decade later. I think I found Shift.ms in 2018 or 19 or something, which was like a whole heap of time later than my diagnosis. Have your priorities changed over time as your MS has changed or as you have gotten older? The overarching priority for me is my health, my mental health, my physical health, my sleep, my exercise, my diet.
What advice would you give to another MSer trying to make decisions about managing their MS? My advice would be, this is your story and no one else's. It's not your neurologist, it's not your friends, it's not your parents, it's not your mum, and it's not even another MSers. I'd say write things down, think about it, and make sure you're making informed decisions that you'll feel comfortable with. Like in the long run, you know what your body's going through, you understand your body, and I would note that down through your journey so you can see how things are changing over time.
You have to take your MS seriously. The quicker you get medicated, the better. And clean up your diet and just take care of yourself.